supposed to be a beautiful day today. I go in the morning, which is really nice. It's called the Holy Name of Jesus. It's a very integrated community. Christianity comes from Jewish roots. I come from a Judeo-Christian background, so my tradition in some ways includes, of course it's not the same, but it includes some of the roots of Judaism.
I was brought up in a very segregated Jewish community. I'm not an observant Jew at all. I have very little to do with formal organized religion, so we are totally different that way. The story doesn't end in the Messiah. It's a pretty different ending, you know, pretty big different endings.
Let's start at the very beginning.
Oh, God.
A very good place to start. We met in 1973 in East Harlem. I was in school to be a nurse, working in the agency, the Little Sisters of the Assumption, a religious congregation of Catholic sisters. I'm not good with teenagers. They're just, you know, kind of beyond me.
I worked in the adolescent psychiatry department.
I went to this illustrious social worker at Mount Sinai to be supervised in how to deal with these kids.
I was too young to be illustrious.
And Dava can't resist a girl in uniform, that's what she says. We're talking more, and she invited me to go camping, actually, which I wasn't sure I could do, but I did ask the superior, and she said, well, why not?
Together you and I can stop the rain and make the sun shine. Paint a pretty rainbow brush with love across the sky. Together you and I belong, like a songbird and a song, and we'll always be together, you and I.
In my tradition, there is a lot of theology that's developed over the last 30 years, really understanding how important the earth is to our spirituality. So it really, you know, connected together in a great way.
She's terrific, right? You can make a full-length movie with her.
You're too much. I made the decision to take a leave of absence. I just felt like I needed that experience to really understand if I could make final vows. So, but it was clear, I mean, it wasn't clear to me before that, but it became very clear that I was in love with Dava after I left. To show me being female meant you still could be strong, and though graduation. I know. See, it's not the big boulders, because you can walk around those. It's like the grains of sand. That's the stuff that drives you nuts. But when it comes down to how we live and our values and the kinds of things we like to do and the people we connect with, it's very, very similar. So
you squeeze the toothpaste.
Right, we both squeeze the toothpaste the same way, put the toilet paper roll the same way, you know, all those important things.
Things you both want the window open or closed. She's like, yeah, really, really great on you. That's Ringo Starr.
And he is a star. Yeah.
My mother predeceased my father, and when she died, he changed his will. I have a brother and a sister. His will read that I got 10% and they got 90% to share. And we decided that we would start a fund for kids kicked out, girls specifically, age 18 to 25, who were kicked out of their homes because of their sexual or gender identity, called the B. Winkler Weinstein Fund, which is my mother's full name.
Yeah, well, we've had a fundraiser about every other year. So this is actually the Houses on the Moon. They have done 4 different performances for us.
So the money goes to pay for small expenses that kids need to get on with their lives.
For people who are supporters, we're having a little snack, drink thing after the performance. We're having all kinds of cheeses and crackers and drinks and hot cider, not alcohol because you're not supposed to have that in church.
We started this idea in 1997 with the Little Sister of the Assumption. It was free clothing every Saturday, and then we moved to the streets to sell the clothes. By the time we see we have many customers, so we moved to look for open a store. So we opened the store in 1997. Grew for maybe 6 years. It was big. We split. Now we have 2 stores, but we are completely independent. Dorothy Calvani, she is an amazing person. We know each other for a long time. When I met her, I know just the nurse helping the community and really strong spirituality in her person. But when she knew we gonna need help, even without telling her, she offered help to the group, and she helped in many ways. Dave and Dorothy always they are involved in the ideas because they ask me, "What you gonna do for Christmas? What you gonna do for?" So yes, they always. And if I had to do a pickup out of the city, Dave and Dorothy always say yes. So that's why it's hard to find someone like this couple, Dave and Dorothy. They are just amazing.
We share. Dave is the sous chef, and I'm the flavorer. Very concerned about water, so we try to be as, aware of our water use as possible. No long showers. Nope, absolutely not.
It's ancient history.
Together.